Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well. So, wanted to do this video. I had a conversation. I found it to be interesting, to say the very least. And this conversation was with a black man that he's of foreign descent, um, world traveler, on vacation in Dubai and all the places in a place like that. So world traveler, well-rounded individual, and of course, comes from some wealth. So I just kind of wanted his opinion. When the crowd kind of dies down, I wanted his opinion kind of one-on-one on the issue. And I asked him his opinion about the state of African Americans in the country and, the fact that they're bringing illegal immigrants in, giving these people a chance to have their American dream, you know, at the taxpayer's expense. But I said, as you can see, we were told that Joy B was going to invest in them. Okay. And this is what investment looks like. You have to spend, to invest in something, it takes time and resources. So I don't think what a lot of people were thinking was going to happen. It takes time when you invest in someone. It takes time and takes resources. Oh, I'm investing in this relationship. Okay, well, what all have you been doing? Just showing up, running your mouth? Oh, let's spend time. Okay, but time doing what? You understand? It takes time and resources to develop a business. Got to get something going. So I, we discussed a few things as far as like, people coming here and the money spent and what they're hoping to achieve. You know, um, I think it's definitely going to be a come up for companies. I do. The wealth gap. I said, so I want to know your thoughts on why is it they're not making that investment into the black community that's here in America that has been disfranchised and what have you. Okay, given our history. And this is when he let down the boom. Keep in mind, I just said, given our history. I did the video, remember, yesterday, and I said that man, listen to what this man said about men in Africa based on his experiences. And I said, people watch and they will observe you. People watch and observe you to see how you operate in relationships. Sometimes people want to get an idea, what's this person about in business. People do all kind of things. But people watch to observe. It could be to emulate you. It could be to conquer you, subjugate you, to promote you. They do. So he said, number one, the African American community, we don't have the numbers. He's like, 13%, and you're still at 13%, which is another video. I'm like, is that really correct? Only 13%, is that, how do we know? You know what I mean? So he says, so you don't have the numbers. That's not there. Then he said, you have to look at the group. Not looking at, oh, well, my cousin's doing great. No. You have to look at the group as a collective. Where is it going? Okay. And he's like, I said, so what's your opinion on that? He says, you can look at the group where it was yesterday, look at the group where it is today. And he said, you can pretty much tell what's going to be next year and so forth. He's like, life is business. This is a capitalist country. And I thought about it and I said, wow, what he just said. And I thought about it, capitalism. Capitalism is about what? Building, not destroying. We're too emotional, most of us, to even understand, to get that down. Capitalism is about building, advocating different ideas, support systems. We do the opposite. What I mean by that, tear things down. Tear things down. And I thought about that. Look on the job. I just thought about a few things. Um, working in corporate America, I remember other black women, always a lot of time with black folks. I remember other black women coming to work. Most of them were single moms, baby mamas. And then it wasn't uncommon for them to cause trouble with another woman that was a baby mama. Like one lady, for example, she was late for work, and I guess she'd done it a couple of times, and they had the write-up process. One more time, one more write-up, and I think she was going to be fired or something. And so she confided that into her so-called co-worker friend, who was also a single baby mother. The girl's child got sick. One parent home, by the way, of course, single parent. Child got sick. And then on top of that, how about the car died? No reliable transportation. She called someone else for a ride to work at the last minute. And that had happened late that night when the car died. So having to get home, she called someone and they managed to get her to work. And unfortunately, they were both a little late. A few minutes late. So don't forget, she still has to, check the check. It has to get the vehicle repaired, yada, yada, yada. So another black single woman, I never forget that. It was just so sickening to me. I can see her little roly-poly Michelin looking girl. Had a cute face, but just messy. And what did she say? I heard her tell someone, hey, the supervisor, which was another black woman, by the way, is letting her slide. And they were in a meeting. I'm like, well, they log in. So you need to go ahead and report that so she can be fired. Really? Go ahead and report that so she can be fired. Why would you want to do that? Jealousy, anger, hate loves to hate. Then I thought about all the times. Someone did a comment yesterday on the video and said, sometimes in our group, they don't want their friends or family members to make money off them, which is why they don't support each other in business. It can be not it could be a person that's positive. Not everybody is unprofessional, and don't hit me with that crap, because this group will go to a place to treat it unprofessionally and go back in time and time again. They could pretty much hog tie you. Seriously, we think she stole something, and actually she didn't. Okay, they'll be back in there again. Remember that video with Tyrone and the nail salon? Stand back, ladies. They either, I think, disrespected someone and put their hands on someone. He gonna go in there and throw a brick out the window at the glass. Look what happened. Came back to check again, in there deep. But we'll have family and friends and people that they know are professional and still won't patronize them. So I thought about that. No other group that I know of operates that way. Everybody else that I know, Hispanic, Asian, Caucasian, they do the opposite because they understand capitalism. And I think they don't have the self-hatred that this group does. Other thing is, we can't be criticized or stand for correction or point things out. We'll go ham on you for criticizing. We'll go ham on you. I ain't got to support that business. And then you sit up here and, hey, we don't have any jobs. Well, jobs come from businesses, okay? The government can't hire everybody. And this complain. And it's like, well, what are you complaining about? What do you think an entrepreneur is? They start a business. It's supposed to go. They can hire more people. In most cases, I don't know. It's not rocket science. Just people in their own community. We can't even get that down. Can't even get the basics of family down. We see all what's happening with these fatherless homes. One man may have created 3 or 4 homes with these different women, and they have child after child. It's the same old thing, poverty, poverty, and we still gonna stand by the dusty dust bucket banner, the dust bucket stained, dysfunctional, poverty-stricken banner. You're not gonna you can't tell me nothing. I got this. A bag of poverty. Business owner, only group I know. If a person's professional, they will. There's jealousy, won't support them, still want a discount rob, and then might kill the business owner. Who else does that? And it's a capitalist country, so we're going to do things other way. We believe in capitalism, but we don't. You see the capitalism within you, within the group, and turn that down. Is that a wise investment? Ain't that an interesting point? The numbers really haven't shifted. Where they are today, going to more than likely be the same place tomorrow. I say worse because the economy is getting worse. And I thought about that. I thought about it. This country we have a capitalist system, but we're anti-capitalist for our own people, based on the behavior of the majority and how we act. Just can't get along. And then sometimes it's a shady business owner sometimes trying to make a dollar, mistreat a customer. But our people will take that experience and they see it over and over again and they get tired. So I just give up, hands up. I can't deal with this any much. Just can't get along, can't respect each other. So if you think about it, which is sad because there are those of us who are worthy of an investment and opportunity. If you think about it, based on what he's saying, the condition that we are collectively in our community, if the numbers were larger, it would just more than likely be, my gosh, 10 times more the trauma. And I hadn't thought about that. If the numbers were larger, it would be 10 times more the trauma. This with the welfare thing still has me shocked. I just learned that this year, how they can pass down an apartment. A place to live passed down? Who the hell still on the poverty list can buy houses on Section A? You're kidding me. You got to be kidding me. So all you had to do was get the house on Section A. Okay, keep that apartment. And all you had to do is for somebody to say, hey, you know what? Don't get pregnant. You need this apartment. This is your chance. We're not doing baby single mama. This place is free or at a discount, however it works. I'm sure it's discounted. Do not have a child. Go to work, go to school, and then stay here. That shall come up and keep passing. Who could not see this? What you want to bet? This new thing, and again, I said it was going to happen. What you want to bet? They put some of the immigrants on that. That's going to happen. You think? What you want to bet? There was a man that told me that in the Black community, they give, like, let's say some foreigners may come here, they'll give them a business in the Black community. Mm-hmm. Oh, it gets interesting. Let's say it's a donut shop, and they'll give them that business, and they'll work in the business, raise a family. And he didn't say loan, he said give. And given his position, his expertise, I think he knew what he's talking about. Once they have that business, raise a family off the business, guess what? They then turn around to a member of the majority in society and say, hey, the kid's like, hey, our parents left us this. We don't want to work in it. We've got our education, our own companies, our own deal. We don't want to work, let's say, in a donut shop. You know what they do? It's always with someone that's in the majority of society. It's always someone that's in the majority. So they don't go to a black person with this. So just so you're clear. That's what he said to me. And they make a deal and tell that person, you work, let's say, in this donut shop. Okay? No money down. You don't pay us any money. What you're gonna do though is work in this shop. We'll show you what to do. And guess what? We'll split it 50-50, the proceeds. Split it 50-50, the proceeds. So now they have money coming in from the parents' business, and now they've got their own income coming in. And you wonder about the wealth gap. The BC could never do that, because if any kind of entity said, okay, we're going to give this black person a business, it would be a whole lot of poor. Why has it got to be her? It can't be Jerome. Kiki needs that job. She got 3 baby daddies and 6 kids. She could do it. She could do it. You couldn't do that in the BC. We'd be scrambling over how she got it. Oh no. Child, they might burn it down. We have people on that level so ignorant. Well, they ain't get no money off of me. I thought about that. Hate to say it. They know what they're doing, and they know who to do it, who they can't do it for. Why? The behavior. I thought about that. Oh, they can never do it to Blkistan. Because time a black person want to find out. And they, look, they done gave you the donut shop to the donut shop. I'll be free. So stupid. Some folks just don't get it. And then you try to enlighten them. They ready to jump up, pull up on you. I thought about that. Can you imagine if they did that for a black person and they got out, it would be burned down tonight. That's the mentality of a lot of people. But we don't want to talk about that. We want to go ahead and put on the, smile for the camera. Everything's fine. Sad. So I thought about that. So just like I know that, he knows that. You think the powers that be don't know that? You think the powers that be don't know that? Because see, there are some people, you can give them some money, and they say, oh, they lost a lot of their money. Maybe they lost the money through an investments, business, helping people, a combination. But there are some people you can give money, it's going to bring out who they are, that ratchetness. They're still going to destroy. And I thought about that. Can you imagine that happening in the BC? Well, how they determined to give it to that person? Well, let me tell you about her. When she was in the 3rd grade, she cheated on the alphabet test. We'll waste hours, anything to tear it down, tear it down. I went to a place, go check it out. I said, wow, they really got something going on here. I looked, I said, Miho and them got something going on here. Done took a little rinky-dink place. I said, this gotta be a fortune. This gotta be a fortune. I watched it. I've gone there more than once. I'm looking at the vehicles. I'm looking at the people. I'm like, well, I haven't seen a little black person. Then I finally saw 3 other ones. Observing. Definitely nothing fancy. No, not at all. Kind of dinky. But I can see the cars. They've got money. They got their own little commerce going on. And I said, this might just look a little sketchy. I'm just going to go and just check it out. Know what I did? Not to say it can't happen. So I went once with a designer bag. Went once with a non-designer bag. Just kind of scoping it out. Conducting business, not major anything that I would want, but no, my bad. I saw one little place. I said, I'm gonna go check that out. I think I'm gonna make a purchase. My bad, but it was just different. A lot of stuff in there, whatever you want. And I said, look at this. They are conducting business and employing their people and making money with no trauma. Why? I went there to go see. I'm going to check this out. What's going on? Mainly them. Then I kind of just, just kind of checking things out. And respectful. Even to the customers. Somebody might bump into you, no problem. Know how to treat the customers. I'm looking at the people. Kind of mix in. I'm going to see what's going to happen. Kind of mix in a little bit. No trauma. No trauma. Somebody, nice vehicle. I said, oh, we're going to watch it. As I'm checking it out, I'm like, hey, I said, no, go back. You're good. You're good. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you, man. I looked at it. I said, so this little dinky area they've made into a gold mine because I can see a way to make a living. A way to make a living. Look at this. Then I thought about it. What the black folks are. It's not uncommon for a bazaar to be a shooting. Oh, in Palm Beach on a bazaar, in a kind of a small hood area. Child, they've had fights, shootings. Gotta have a police car up front, and who mainly up in there? And it's sad. It's sad. I said, look at this little dinky place Miho and them got going on. Haven't seen any problems. Haven't seen any problems. And they're making the money. And what do I see? Families. Men, women, and children. Men, women, and children. A lot of times our family is a woman and children. A woman and children. I thought about it. So what he said, the position that they're in is going to pretty much be the same. Nothing is changing. Why? It's the culture. And he said those people are going to come and they're going to have children, raising families. Well, we're out raising families, and they're going to pull their money together and have businesses. We don't do that as a collective. He didn't say baby mama, single parent homes. They're going to have families. And they're going to, a low paying job, they'll get the low paying job and they'll pull their resources together and they'll have, wow. What are they going to do? Seize an opportunity and pull together. We'll be sitting up here. I've seen this. Well, my son, because he got a GED, a high school diploma. Well, no, he can't work in no fast food. He won't be on his feet all day. It might be time to build character. But he'll have a GED. What do you think they were going to do? Make him a CEO of Wendy's? Because he got a GED? First of all, why is it a GED? What's he doing all his time? Why you just can't go to school? I thought about it. It can be two low incomes. Well, beats one. Two incomes beats one. Low income. You think if those immigrants don't get into those housing programs, like in a video, they're not going to use it as an opportunity? I mean, at this point, I'm sorry to say, the more that I am realizing about this Section 8 thing, this inheriting this apartment, this buying a house on Section 8, I am sorry to say, at this point, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear nobody struggling on some damn Section 8. I'm sorry. At this point, if you're behind it, I'm trying not to get upset here, but if you can't see an opportunity and run with it, you're stupid. Oh my God. What has been going on here? Inheriting an apartment by a house on Section 8? What? And we hollering, we know racism does exist and discrimination, but at this point right here, now you hollering about, oh, not the racism. We got some slowism. Let's not forget that. Somebody's acting slow. You mean to tell me They got videos of it out, buying a house on Section 8, this about inheriting this apartment. All you have to do then, you got some children, no, lay down the law. When I have any baby mama here, all that. No pregnancies, guess what you're going to do? Go to school, get a job. Go to school, get a job. Why? The discount is already free for the voucher, the rent here. To me, it sounds like a come up. I'm sorry to tell you. Say what you want. I can't be mad at Zaddy. I'm mad I didn't know about this, but we didn't grow up like that. You know, my parents in the home, my father worked and took care of us. So we didn't grow up in anything like Section 8. Are you kidding? Nobody in my family had that when we were growing up. The men worked decent jobs. We were raised in middle class areas. What the hell are you talking about? So that's why I'm not familiar with it. So now that I am, I'm like, so all this time, what they say, you mean to tell me this is inherited? You mean to tell me you mean to tell me you can't be playing with me like this? And so now I see why they're on it for so long. The part I just am not understanding, the part I'm not understanding is why I don't see the come up. Nobody could see how to use it as a come up. That's the part I don't get. Who did not see, this is a way for the come up? That's the part, see, I just don't get. Who didn't see that was a way for the come up? That part right there. That could have been a way. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. The person that inherited, all they have to do is go to work and go to school. And then because you got some reduced rent, go to work and go to school. Or does it say you have to be a single parent to keep it? Is that what's going on? I have no idea. If someone does know, tell me in the comments. I would really appreciate it. But this right here, I thought, wow, you have got to be kidding me. You playing with me. And then you try to have those conversations with our people. And if for time we say something that we do not like, we're ready to go ham on you. And then I thought about it. So we keep each other out of jobs, like to get each other fired. Then I thought about it. I thought about that with YouTube, with Sinji. A difference of opinion. If you don't like it, just keep it moving. And some people, guess who's broke? I doubt she's broke. It just happened. I doubt she's broke because, hello, it just happened. I said, look at that. But they got people attacking this community all day long. Look at the video I did yesterday about that man's experience. Look what he was saying to the African man. And you know what? The dude just stayed calm and cool. I said, wow, look at that. If I had said it, another woman said it, they might try to do hashtag Brick City. Go upside that head. Might be a police matter. On YouTube, I've heard before, so I was shocked and I believe her. Somebody helped somebody out, get them on a YouTube channel when the person had nothing. I'm just shocked. Person had nothing. Put them on. Next thing you know, the same one they helped try to hurt them. She was making bank, taking care of her family, was knocking down, she said 10 G's a month. Same one she put on tears her down. So even in social media, try to stop the social media check. Try to get each other fired on the job. It's always a discrepancy. Always some boxing up. In business, rob the business owner, want a discount. See how they are, get jealous. They ain't making no money off me. Don't patronize them. Even in their own family. This is stupid. Their own families. You gotta be kidding me. But it'll go make everybody else rich, and then they'll kill the business owners or kill the business itself by robbing it so many claims you're no longer insurable. And if you think somebody else gonna take them on, it's gonna be so high you can't afford it. And I'm sure we were that way 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, this year, next year. Who would invest in that group? Who would invest in that group with that going on? It's too much dysfunction. You can't make money with a whole lot of problems going on, whole lot of action. Nobody likes dysfunction. You can't make money that way. Whole lot of issues going on. And you wonder why. A whole lot of issues going on. Whole lot of drama. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Crabs in a barrel. The world is watching. Crabs in a barrel. And the one that, look at that black man. What did he do? Fast food manager. Got a homeless co-worker. Going to take him in. Now you can live here with me. Then you can work. Peaceful dude. What happened to him? Yep. Unalived. Oh, look at that black man that was sitting outside that home he just purchased. Wait on a delivery for a refrigerator, and then what happened? Little TT came along and just saw the man in the vehicle and just shot him for no reason, unalived him. Someone trying to improve a house, to rent it out, fix it up. Then they don't want to rent to us. Oh my gosh. Look at the young black woman, clothing store in Decatur. Grand opening, grand closing. She has nice things, and 5 in 1 year. Then you got 2 T-Dots breaking into a shop, stealing clothes. What are they doing? They're going to sell them. Just kick the door and kick the glass in. What they need to do before it got that bad is to have a meeting. My daddy said that they sure will make you spend money. Ninjas. What they should have done is had a meeting, and they should have hired a security firm on that block. They should have hired a security firm on that block, put their money together. Hire a security firm on that block, and it may have to be 24/7. Pitch in. That's the only way to stay in business. To hire a security, and I don't mean no walkie-talkie. I mean security firm that can come with that. That can come with that. With that steel. There's a business now. They're having to have, man, I don't know, what's the guy have? He's got like an automatic rifle just so the customers can buy cheesecakes. Is it cheesecake or some kind of food? Just so they can purchase the food, got to have an armed guard standing outside. That is where we are. So this is like, yeah, the numbers aren't there, and you can look at it and see where they are last year, 10 years ago. It's pretty much going to be the same. We can't be told that we need to maybe do some things differently. We want to be delusional and say we're doing everything right. No one's doing everything right. And I thought about it, wow, so I guess that pretty much solved the question. Looking at the collective, how the behavior, the patterns. The pattern is not going to change. So we're going to see how they're going to have these new people that may get these this Section 8 things, like I was saying in New York. We're going to see if they're going to just be all willy-nilly, or see it as an opportunity to create generational wealth. See it, at least if not that, as an opportunity to escape poverty. Just get one in, and then tell the rest, hey, work together, work together. Businesses, start a family, work together, saving money, pool your resources. Boom, there you go. Real quick, there was a man in New York, so many videos here, I tell you. He there was a coffee shop, and he worked there. He worked there for years and just worked to save his money, save his money. Again, he worked as like a barrister, and he just worked and saved his money. Next thing you know, about to go under, he went ahead and bought the coffee shop. No education, just a regular guy working. I thought about that. How could he work and save that money? You know, he can work and save that money the same way that Tyrone can. You know how, like, in the BC, when the one that doesn't work or that's in and out of jail, he gets to stay free with the family. That guy, he gets to stay free with the family, and he can do what he wants. They'll put money in his pocket, borrow someone's car, give him money for gasoline. They'll feed him. Somebody's going to buy him clothes. So just like Tyrone has that privilege in the BC, guess what? Some of them have a privilege of going to work, staying with their family, and they can save them money to get ahead. Now, in our culture, more than likely, if you're industrious, you're going to pay through the nose. You're not staying for free. Especially a female, you're not staying for free. You're going to have to pay Big Mama that rent. And then they're going to want some extra money from you. And then you're going to have to help pay for some kids that little Neek had and that your brother and your cousin had. So that you got too many in your pocket. cannot create generational wealth. So how did that man save that money? He was just working and saving his check, staying at home. That's why I say it's no excuse for these dusties. Working and saving his check, staying at home. Next thing you know, bought a business. Boom, success. Isn't that something? I doubt his mama was on him, and you gonna have to pay a lot of rent and pay. They could have been in his pockets. He was working. He was just working a regular job, like a server, working there for years, not going buying a whip, working there for years, and just holding his money. Isn't that something? Holding his money. If a person can do that and save let's just say save $8,000 a year, 8 times 4 is 32 grand right there. You may not be able to go out and have the latest fashions on. Who cares about that? Because there's a many person that's going to have the latest fashions on, and that's going to have to move out of their current situation, unfortunately. So you think they're not going to use that opportunity? You think it hasn't been thought of? You think the powers that be making these decisions that they don't already know this? They probably know about the Section 8 plan more than you and I do because we haven't been on it. Most of us, I would say. So yeah, it's like you can look at it, how the group is, and where they were last year, this year, or pretty much be the same thing next year. So that's why he thinks there was not a good idea. I asked him, is it a good idea to invest in this community? He smiled and tilts his head. Well, as I said, I got you, bro. I'm just messing with you. And we're talking investment, not individually, but as a whole. So we can't do things like that. We're happy to see, I think we're so broken, I guess marginalized, there needs to be a reprogramming, seriously. Maybe everybody's so stressed out, crabs in a barrel. It's not going to work. It's not. It hasn't worked now, people. And with this economy, people are going to become a little bit more challenged. I'm saying they're going to become a little bit more angry. Because nothing is going to, it's too hard to survive. So it's hard to make changes now when things are extra challenging, extra hard. It's easy when you have a little ease. You understand what I'm saying? So the world is watching. I wanted to share that with you, food for thought. I've thought about it several times, and that's why I went to that place to check it out. I'm going to see what they're doing. I was observing. I'm going to see what Miho and all of them are doing. I'm just going to see how are they acting over there. I'm curious. I was observing. Let me go over there and see what Miho, what all of that. So they really making some money over there. Cross the numbers on this. Let me see what all they're doing. No drama. No, I didn't see no robberies. I've been there 3 times. No fights breaking out. Nobody trying to return something and I get my call the scene. None of that. They're got their own little thing hooked up, own little community, and they're making money and feeding their families. Making money and feeding their family. Haven't seen a police car yet. I'm gonna check this out. Actually, no, yeah, I've been so 3. I think I've been there 4 times. Yeah, haven't seen a police car yet. They're building. That's what building looks like. And if they can do that with that little place, imagine what those individuals, with that group that's there, what they could build if you put some money into it. That's capitalism right there. They got it working fine. Got it working just fine. Then I thought about at the bazaar. I see a congregation of the peeps. I'm thinking about how we doing, and even in nice communities, we got the robbing going on. Grand opening, grand closing. Surprise. Capitalism doesn't work like that. So the world is watching. and decisions are being made. Some things I'm now coming to understand. If somebody's not going to utilize a program to do better, looks like somebody about to be kicked off of it. Anyway, I gotta go. Let me know what you all think. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. And be safe out there. Love you.